The moment in your life when it's time to awaken. You stumbled upon the cottage, no mistaken. Divinely orchestrated. Meet Auntie Karen, who knows where you've been searching for that clarity in this moment in life. When you're feeling so alone, Karen's Cottage is here to be a second home. We all have a common bond. Auntie Karen, the responsibility she's been given, that's what comes with psychic ability. You have to deliver in truth and humility. She's tapped into the divine. She knows that every person is here by universal design. When you hear that southern accent as she says, come on in, she's ready to begin. The duality of the Gemini personality is absolutely a reality. Don't let the sparkle in her eyes be misleading. That she will spring into action if you want a reaction. Not even a fraction of what she's got to unleash. Suggest you respect with the rest. This is her space. Don't forget about her twin who's not afraid to catch a case. If you get in her face, this is the cottage, come on in. Now your journey can begin here at the cottage, come on in. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome to the cottage.
Hey everybody, hello and welcome to mini readings. I hope everybody is having a good evening. All right, we have a short list so far, so we still have availability. If you would like a mini reading, we definitely have availability. Hello, Miss Cola, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Hello, 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 hello. I am reading for Ariana first. Ariana booked for 2 questions and asked about who or what is coming her way in the next month. So let's see. Hello, Fragrance Therapy. How are you? Good to see you. All right, so let's timestamp for Ariana. Let's see what's up. Holding it down. I heard that. All right. Is Ariana here by chance? I had emailed Ariana too, so. All right. Let's see what we can find out about what is coming toward Ariana. What can Ariana expect over the next month? What can Ariana expect over the next month with regard to romance? What can Ariana expect in the next month regarding romance? What can Ariana expect in the next month regarding romance? I do have some past energy that's trying to show up with that death card in the reverse. But we'll see. We'll see what comes out in the reading. Let's see what's up for Ariana. Let's see what's up for Ariana. What can Ariana expect in love over the next month, please? 8 of Swords, 10 of Cups in the reverse, Emperor in reverse. You know, I do feel like there is someone in your energy, but they're not wanting to do anything. There's a lot of paralysis by analysis in this person's energy with the 8 of Swords here. They're very up in their head. You're very heavy in a person's mind, but they're not doing anything. 10 of Cups in reverse, Emperor in the reverse, not standing on business, not really wanting to stand up. I feel like that could be that past energy that we saw here that is there, but I don't see a lot of action being taken toward you over the next month, at least not by that person. I'll see if there is anything else. Hey, Miss Lulu, how you doing? I'll see if there's anything else. Let's see. Is there anything else around Ariana for romance? Knight of Cups. There is another energy here. I feel like that there is, you will be doing some dating, okay, with the Knight of Cups here. I don't know if you're going to be taking a leap of faith with the Fool card in the reverse, but what's interesting is I do feel like there is a soul bond between you and whoever this Knight of Cups is. It could be somebody that's younger than you or just a youthful energy. I don't see there being anything offered, but I do feel like you might be dating some with this person. There's that energy of the past again. There's that energy. What I feel like is, I kind of look at it this way. I think you are, you end up walking away from this Knight of Cups. All right. And I think the reason is because I think you feel like you still are not, over someone from the past. I don't think you're necessarily wanting this person back, but I think you just feel like you're not over them and you kind of need a little more time. So I feel like that's what your focus is going to be, or how your next month is going to go. All right. So, not without any activity, but I feel like you're kind of going to, have somebody come towards you, not do anything, because I think you realize that you're not quite ready yet. You're still, trying to work through some things, trying to do some healing and get over that thing from the past. That's in your energy. And Mercury retrograde has a tendency, if we have things that are unhealed from a past person, it will bring that up. That's why you see the past stuff hitting the cards so much during Mercury retrograde. And that's what I see here. All right. So you like that phrase, huh, Lulu? One of Clinton's advisors, and I can't think of his name, used to use that phrase. I stole it from him way back in the day. I can't think of his name, though. He had dark hair. I cannot think of the guy's name, but I just remember he was a former Clinton advisor, and he was actually an advisor or an opinion, somebody who did like opinion pieces on one of the news channels. Anyway, I can't remember his name anyhow, but he was pretty funny. But at any rate, Miss Cola in the house. Miss Cola in the house. What up? What up? Cola, I need your questions, sweetheart. My little Virgo friend, I need your questions. You sent me for 2, I believe. Yes, you did. Well, I did too, but she only had 1 that she listed. She paid for 2, but she only listed 1, and I don't know that she's here, so I may have to send her back, the difference. But she did book for 2, but she only put 1 in her thing, so that's what I was confused about. Yeah. If she comes in, I will, I'll get her a second question for her. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Hey, Miss Pink. Hey, Ray. How are ya? Good to see you again. Ray, you were cracking me up earlier whenever we were doing the all signs read. So question 1, after his days of hermiting and reflection today, how does he currently feel? Let's see what we've got. Me too, Greeny Joey. Me too. Let's see how Daniel is feeling right now. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got on that thing. That's a tough one. Let's see what's going on here. Give me Daniel toward Cola after today, reflecting. How does he feel? How does he feel? How does he feel? How does Daniel feel about Cola? Let's see what we got. Give me Daniel toward Cola, please. The world came out sideways, which is interesting. That's usually when I have a jumper that comes out and lands sideways, the way I always interpret that is that's the challenge. And it's a challenge, closing out a cycle, right? Moving on, releasing, being ready for the next phase of the journey. That's the challenge. So very interesting that the World card would come out as the challenge card. But let's see. Let's see. What else can we tell Cola? Yeah, that's just how I interpret. You know, when I have a jumper that's sideways, I'll interpret it like that. Everybody's different, I know. But that's always, and that's usually been true to form and certainly makes sense with what we're seeing today. Tower in reverse, Hierophant in reverse, Page of Cups. So there's fear here for sure. There's fear of disaster. With the Tower here in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse, there's fears of commitment. But the Page of Cups in the upright, that encourages me. That tells me that he wants to at least he wants to at least talk about this. He sees something here with potential. He's just got a lot of fears. Let's delve deeper into this, okay, with this fear. And it's a little bit bothersome because we have fears represented with the major arcanas, right? But that Page of Cups is a glimmer of hope. Page of Cups is a glimmer of hope for sure. But let's see, it's kind of like that Page of Cups is that Cancer heart saying, love is still real. Love is still real. You know, there can still be love. You can still love. Does that make sense? That's how I'm going to interpret that. Four of Swords here in the reverse, Eight of Wands in reverse, Chariot. I like the Chariot coming out after the Eight of Wands in reverse. So there's angst. There's angst. That Four of Swords in the reverse, there's angst. There's restlessness. And is there a blockage? Yes, with the Eight of Wands here in the reverse. But right after that is the Chariot card. So that suggests that there's a strong desire to overcome the blockage, overcome the fears. And what's interesting is the Chariot is Cancer energy. The Chariot, you know, is a pretty cool card. It's a warrior and a winner. You know, if you study that Chariot card, well, hey, Sarah, if you know, the thing that I have learned about the Chariot card is, you know, when somebody is walking in Chariot upright energy, and that was the third card out, that is kind of like the purple heart in spirituality, in that there's the journey that the Chariot takes is not an easy one. There's a lot of bumps in the road. There's a lot of flat tires. There's a lot of blockages. There's a lot of obstacles. There's a lot of lessons. But the Chariot makes it, okay? Bloodied but unbowed, right? And it's you know, in and of itself, could be seen as, you know, somebody who fights a battle and wins. It's a warrior and a winner, right? So I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged by this. I'm encouraged. I'm definitely encouraged by this. I think there's fear. That's okay in and of itself. It's just, how do you manage it, right? How do you manage it? 2 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups. True, Cola. I get that. 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Afraid, but still recognizes so much potential here. You know, there's a lot of potential. You guys want the same things, right? Not ready to stand on business yet. Not ready yet, but will. Emperor in the reverse, 5 of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Swords. Magician. I like that too. That's, you know, transmuting that energy. The Magician is the alchemist, right? So, you know, I think it's a process that he's wanting to overcome. He knows he's not really in a position where he's at his best right now, but there's a desire to break through the obstacles and the blockages. Yeah, fair enough, right? Fair enough. But I'm encouraged, Cola. I'm encouraged with what I'm seeing, you know, if that makes sense. That's fair. Sarah, that's crazy. Yeah, that is a roller coaster in your 7th house. You ain't lying. But that's what I got, Miss Cola. That's what I got. You know, he sees a lot of potential with you. He really does. He sees that he could fall in love with you. With that 2 of Cups, he does see that. Oh, Lord, I just picked him up, but I'll see if I can look. So, let me go back. Okay, so when I first pulled, here we go. I pulled in this order: Tower reverse, Hierophant in the reverse, and that wasn't what that's, and the Page of Cups, that came out there. And the Page of Cups is the outcome. So that's kind of a fear of disaster, et cetera, but with the hope, the glimmer of hope. That was where I was getting the glimmer of hope. And then after that, I had the 4 of Swords reverse, the 8 of Wands in reverse, and the Chariot in the upright. And once again, you know, that's like the angst, the fear is the blockage, and I want to overcome it with the Chariot energy. Interestingly enough, Cancer energy. Then after that, 9 of Swords, once again, fears, but 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, really wanting something to work out here. Not ready yet. Emperor reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, Queen of Swords, Magician. So I'm encouraged. You know, I see a thought that, you know, he wants to work on this. So the 9 of Swords is usually a card about fear of abandonment, fear of it's you know, Swords is in the mind, right? 9 of Swords is it's almost like beyond the 8 of Swords, paralysis by analysis, because it's more of, you know, just fear of having your heart broke, fear of being abandoned. You know, it can be that you're hard on yourself, right? No, not a fear of moving on, a fear of being hurt again. A fear of being hurt again, fear of putting yourself out there again, and being left out in the cold. Right. Yeah, all the fear cards that I'm picking up, because that 4 of Swords in reverse was one of them, is more about ambivalence about becoming emotionally vulnerable again. But again, with the desire to do so, right? So I hope that helps. Oh gosh. True. And let me say this, I did not we're going to look. I did not see any X back energy with him so far, but we will see what decision he might make this week. Will he make any decisions this week? Will he make any decisions this week about his love life? And if so, what will it be? Let's just do this. Let me change this up a little bit. Will he make any decisions about the ex this week? And if so, what? Will he make any decisions this week about the ex? And if so, what? Will he make any decisions? Hey, Miss Lisa, about the ex, and if so, what will those be? Will he make any decisions about the ex, and if so, what will those be? Why is that here? Three of Pentacles came out in the reverse, Justice and the Six of Pentacles. And then I got the Magician. I need clarity. I need clarity on this. Seven of Wands in the reverse. I wanted clarity. I thought I saw this right, but I wanted clarity. He's not going to release this week, Cola. He's not. In fact, he does have feelings for this ex, which is crazy with the Seven of Wands here in the reverse. Justice and the Six of Pentacles. That is possibly him trying to make things right with this ex. And I even have an ex back card. When I clarified, I said I need clarity, and I got the Seven of Wands in reverse, which speaks to vulnerability, feelings, and then the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which is a comeback card. Right? You know, it's interesting because I have this Three of Pentacles here in the reverse. That speaks to, that was the first card out. And I'm not sure, you know, that speaks to a lack of cooperation between him and the ex. It can also speak to third party energy here. And I don't know if that's the ex with somebody or if that's you being represented with a third party here. Give me more on that. He's torn. He's torn. You know, I think he is torn. I think he's going to go for the ex, but he is kind of torn between you and the ex, believe it or not. He's torn. But I think ultimately he's going to try to make things right with the ex. Damn it. How will that go? How will that go? Death reversed. Three of shit. High Priestess. Okay, here's what's interesting. There is a possibility they will work things out. However, the outcome on this thing is that she is deceptive toward him. Queen of Swords in reverse, High Priestess in the upright, secrets, deceptive. You know, it feels shaky to me. You know, this is kind of like, give me more on this from a spiritual perspective. Two of Wands in reverse. I told you he's torn. Nine of Swords. See? This is a test for him. This is a test. I hate to say this, but what I feel like is this. Cola, have you ever heard the story of, I know, and I'm sorry. Have you ever heard, whenever I had that conversation with my spirit guide about my ex, probably about, I don't know, 6 years ago? This is one of those things that he's got to go back and he's got to have it reinforced to him the reason why she needs to be an ex, right? The conversation I had with my spirit guide about my ex about 6 years ago went like this. I said, well, maybe I could just, reach out to him. I mean, maybe we could work things out. And she literally said to me, do we really have to go down that road again and learn that lesson again? Well, I don't think I don't think you need to think of yourself in terms of second. There's a trauma bond there that takes him back. There's unhealed wounds that draws him to her, right? And it's almost like a compliment. I know that sounds crazy, okay? But if you think about it, that's what I got. That's what I got. And yes, you can. Yes, you can. I just read your question. I know that's hard because I know you wanted it to work out, and I'm shocked. I am shocked at this. Like, I did not see this coming. You know what? This is retrograde bullshit is what it is. Let me see. I feel like this is retrograde stuff. Yeah, I will pull for you for that third question for you, Cola. But let me I want to ask one more thing. Speak to me about the nature of what's causing this. Is this planetary? Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse, Hangman, Justice. So this is a karmic lesson. This is definitely Mercury retrograde big time. This is to show him what love is and what it is not. Yeah, I definitely would not. I definitely would not. Let's see if he'll make any decisions about you this week. Let's see if what he sees, what he might do toward you. Hey, Katie, I just saw your thing come through. Anastasia's came through too. Let's see if he'll make some decisions around your situation. I know you're sending me a cash out. Hang on one second. Will he, oh no, you're fine, Kate. You're fine. I don't look for it to last very long. Probably after retrograde is over, it'll start falling apart. Ace of Wands, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. So he is not going to come. He's not going to come. He's not going to let you know what's up. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's going to keep you on the hook. He's going to go back to her, but he's going to keep you on the hook. He's going to keep you on the hook. He's not going to tell you what's up. He is not going to tell you what is up with this. He's not going to tell you what he's up to, love bug. He ain't going to tell you. God. He's going to keep you on the hook till he finds out what happens over there. Woo. He going to keep you back. Oh, Cola. He's going to keep you on the hook, babe. He ain't going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. He's going to keep you on the hook until he finds out what's going to happen over with that one. Or so he thinks. That's his plan. Ace of Wands, Three of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. He's going to keep both of y'all in. That's that third party energy. Death reverse, Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands. That's a very toxic, destructive pattern with that Nine of Wands, right? And that's likely what's going to happen over there with that person. It's like, that Nine of Wands is like trying the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result. Once again, it's kind of like he's got to go back and see why this person is an X. He's got to have it reinforced. He's got to go back and get his head against the wall and say, oh, yeah, now I remember why this gives me a headache. Right. That's what's up here. But yeah, he's not planning on telling you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Good night. Three of Pentacles. That's third party energy. That's keeping both of you guys. Page of Wands in reverse. That's not telling you. That's keeping something quiet. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you that I'm talking to somebody else, he says. But the Ace of Wands in the upright says he's going to keep you on the hook. He's going to keep you on the hook. There it is again. Three of Wands in reverse. Queen of Cups, Three of Wands in reverse. There's that third party energy again. Three of Cups. What do I think? I think you deserve somebody who is whole. I don't think, believe it or not, I don't think Daniel is a bad dude. The way he's acting is shit. Okay? Hurt people will hurt people. I don't think he really is thinking about what he's doing. See, that's the problem. When you have unhealed wounds, you have less self-awareness, and you don't have the ability to stop and put yourself in another person's shoes, because because you hurting so badly yourself that all you can think about is your own wounds and the best way to address them. He doesn't want to be alone. So if he has both of you on the hook, maybe both of you guys, one of you guys will work out. That's his logic. And he doesn't stop to realize that's not fair. Don't feel embarrassed, Cola, because it came from your heart, and it came, that gift came from a pure place. All right. So I don't want you to, yes, exactly. Just like Gritty Joey said, don't dare be embarrassed. All right. Don't dare be embarrassed. Yeah, I definitely would not put all my eggs in one basket. In fact, I'm going to be real with you. Let him be for a little bit. because he's really not in a good place and he doesn't even realize it. He's still got to go back and get that heartbreak. He's got to have that tower happen. And the last thing that you want to be is the life preserver, right? Because he needs to be his own life preserver. And he's keeping you on the hook, thinking that if something goes wrong with that ex, that he can run back to you. And no, that's not you. That's too much to ask for you. So hell no, right? So that's what I think. I think you owe it to yourself to release this. And I know that's hard, Kayla. I mean, I saw Kayla, and I know that's hard, Cola. But I think you have way too much to offer for him to only give you a very small part of himself. Now, yes, Sarah, tell her, Sarah, nobody benches you. And that's exactly what's happening here. Sarah put it right. I know. Sarah put it right. I know. Judgment in the reverse, Ace of Wands, Empress in the reverse. So there's obstacles with this one. Judgment in the reverse, okay? He's not got good judgment right now, and that's okay. He's got to find his way. Ace of Wands means this is clearing you out for a passionate new beginning. Empress in the reverse. Why is that here? You're not half an Empress. You're not an Empress in the reverse. But what you're settling for, if you invest any in this at this point, what you invested up to now is, the gift and all of that nobody can ever fault you. But if you would be shortchanging yourself, okay, and it wouldn't be fair to you, okay, to put yourself on hold for this thing, right? Yes, clearing you out for a new beginning with that Ace of Wands, definitely. The obstacle is here for a reason. Cola, everything that happens to us is a mirror and trying to show us something about ourselves. So I would say, and see that Empress in the reverse, I would say this. Yes, Trista, turn your energy back onto you. Do things you like to do. Do things that make you happy versus trying to meet his needs. That's it. And beyond that, to just go beyond what Trista just said, Cola, do a little reflection, because subconsciously you picked a person that is unhealed and really emotionally unavailable. And that can be for so many different reasons, okay? Delve into my shadow work videos. You're already a member, so delve into that. You have free access to all that stuff, Cola. I think that's going to help you. I know. But here's what's crazy. Your subconscious knew. Your higher self knew that he wasn't healed. And that's what is the hand that rocks the cradle, right? So that's what's up. That's what's up. Is Ariana still here? Hey, Miss Laura, how you doing? Is Ariana still here? I don't know if she's here or not, because I was going to see if, let's see here, there's M. Thank you, Cola. Hey, let me know about tomorrow night too, when you can. Yes, M is up. Yes. What Trista said, you got this, and we're cheering you on. Everybody's hugging you from the chat. Yes. Can we do 6 Central, which would be 7 your time, I believe? Aren't you on Eastern? Oh, you're fine, RK. In the evening. It'd be 7 p.m. your time. Yes, 6 p.m. here. Or did I say 5? Wait a minute. Let me go look, Cola. Can you do 6? Can you do 6 your time? Can you do an hour before that, Cola, for tomorrow night? Okay. I'm going to say it'll be 5 Central, 6 Eastern. Okay, great. Great. That's perfect. Thank you so much. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. All right, RK, what's up, love bug? Let's see what's up. Let me timestamp for RK real quick. Hour and a half. It's an hour and a half for tomorrow that you booked an hour and a half. Okay, good. So RK is a Virgo. We got Virgo energy in the house. Let's see what's coming toward RK in love. Let's see what's coming toward RK in love. What's coming toward RK in love? What's coming toward RK in love? What's coming toward RK in love? Virgos, right, Joey? What's coming toward RK in love? What's coming toward RK, please, in love? What's coming toward RK in love? What's coming toward RK in love? RK the Virgo. RK the Virgo. What's coming toward RK in love? RK. Why is it telling me that why is this? What? Hierophant reverse, 2 of Cups reverse, strength. There's you got a blockage, love bug. Hierophant reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, strength reverse, judgment in the reverse. That's telling me there's a blockage here. Give me more on the strength card. Talk to me about the strength card being in the reverse. This is we're going to find out for you. We're going to delve into this, RK. We're going to see. We'll get to the bottom of this. Okay. Okay. Yes. What Granny Joey said, retrograde is bringing up stuff to help you heal and move forward. Don't be discouraged. Yes. And that's exactly right. Let me just tell you what I've got. I had the Empress in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the upright. This is very much not now, but yes. There are things you got to do first. But don't be discouraged. There's definitely some things you're not seeing, and that's okay. That's in the subconscious, right? King of Swords here in the reverse. But the cards with the Strength card in the reverse are telling me you're not at your best right now. You're in a place of vulnerability that you need some inner work, and that's not a bad thing. But you kind of need to build yourself up a little bit, do some healing work specifically on self-esteem, knowing your value, settling for less than you deserve with that Empress card in the reverse, shortchanging yourself, and opening up to the wrong people too soon. All right. Those are the kind of things that I would say, that I would see. Trusting people too soon, trusting people blindly. Those are the kind of things, RK, that I see that, Mercury retrograde this actually is a great time right now to focus on this stuff, to go inside, go internal. And the Ace of Pentacles is here. Never fear. You will have love coming towards you, and it's going to be better to wait because the love that I see is more stable. Ace of Pentacles is a stable ace. None of the aces are bad, okay? But the Ace of Pentacles is definitely a new one. It's slower coming. We see why, because there's a blockage here. It's stable, but there's things that have to, there's like some homework, if you will. Yeah, it's just not romance time. But it's definitely time to prepare for romance by doing the inner work. Okay. So definitely time to do some inner work to get ready. Is there something in the future? Yes. It's just not now because you got to work on this stuff right here that you're not seeing. All right. This place of vulnerability. All right. It's kind of like what the cards are saying with the Strength card in reverse. Is if you put yourself out there right now, you might end up getting hurt again. And we don't want that. We don't want that, right? So it's all about getting yourself in a better place, if that makes sense. So there is something here. It's just not now. It's just not now. So yeah. That's what I got, RK. And I hope that helps you. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, wow, Christian Lynn. That's exciting. Don't break up with me. You got to check in with me from time to time, even if you found the love of your life. Promise. We love you here at the Cottage, Christian Lynn. Yes, definitely. Do some internal work. Time to nurture yourself. Right? This Mercury retrograde is not playing around. Pinky promise. Good. That makes me happy, Christian Lynn. That makes me happy. All right. Next up is Tom. All right. And Kay, I saw you in earlier. I wish I knew where Ariana was. I really need to hear from her. But okay. Let's go to Tom. Let's see what's up. Oh, he's probably fun if he's got Sagittarius and Libra. I love those placements. I love that. Oh, this is Booty Green. That's funny. I did not know that. All right, so let me timestamp for Tom. All right, here we go. He has anger issues. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, so Booty Green, one question. What's coming toward me in love in the next 3 months? I got you, love. Let's see what's up. Booty Green, are you here? And if so, I need your zodiac. I mean, I don't have to have it, but it'd be nice if I had your zodiac sign. But let's see what's up for Tom for the next 3 months. What's coming toward Tom? I love you too, Christian Lynn. What's coming toward Tom romantically in the next 3 months? What can Tom expect? What can Tom expect romantically in the next 3 months? Magician. What can Tom expect romantically in the next 3 months? Next 3 months for Tom. Next 3 months for Tom, please. Next 3 months for Tom. Next 3 months for Tom. Next 3 months for Tom. Romance. Six of Cups, Death reversed. Woo, that past energy is something else. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. Tom's going to hate me. Okay, so the first thing I have is a person with whom you have history reminiscing about you and potentially coming back around. I don't think that is going to go anywhere, though. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. It may be a bit of a time waster. With the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, we're going to see if there's anything else around you, Tom. But I do see that past energy here. But we'll see if there's anything else in your energy. The Sun. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. You've got somebody that's new here. Give me more on this. Is this after the 3 months? Yes, it is. You've got some, okay. I know you only ask about 3 months, but I saw this. I saw the Sun card here, the Four of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. And the Four of Pentacles suggested a little bit of a delay. And I did ask, I said, let's go beyond the 3 months. You have options coming after the 3 months, multiple options. I definitely see a new person here with whom there is a good chance of something that could be lasting with the Sun card here. The Chariot card, you may meet this person while you're traveling, or they could be at a distance. But it's definitely a new energy. So I kind of think first things first would be this damn retrograde energy, right? This X energy, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere. And you may not even entertain it. And it may be more of you just kind of processing through, tying up loose ends as far as shadow work goes. This Mercury retrograde is really bringing that about. But I definitely feel like after that, you're going to see some options opening up. You're going to have multiple people in your energy, but I definitely see a new person in your energy. I do feel like you even have a secret admirer. Things will pick up after 3 months. Things will definitely pick up for you, Tom, after 3 months. That's what I got. That's what I got. That's crazy, right? But that's what's up. But I love you too, Christian Lynn. You've been a Cottage family member for a long time. You've been a niece of mine, right? I have so many nieces and nephews out there. Yeah, I agree. Crazy good for sure. All right. Sarah is up next. Let me timestamp for Sarah. Let me get a sip. Hey, Christine. Well, I can definitely put you on the list if you would like to ask about Paul. The information to get on the list is below this video. If that makes sense. All right, Miss Sarah, can I go adjust my air? I'm about to roast. I got my air. It's too hot in here. I'll be right back, y'all. Let me go adjust my air. Sarah, I'll be right back. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, love bug. All right, let me timestamp for Sarah real quick. All right. Sarah, the Taurus. Oh, what? A new hottie. Okay, we've been chatting and dancing. He's freshly out of a past relationship. We've been chatting and dancing. What are his intentions? Taurus. Okay, let's see what's up. Chris the Taurus. Let's see. She's so funny. Sarah, you need to write a book, and it needs to be called Sarah's Romance Shenanigans, I swear. All right, here we go. Give me Chris the Taurus towards Sarah the Taurus. Give me Chris the Taurus towards Sarah the Taurus. Right? I know. That's crazy. Y'all would just feed each other and make each other comfortable. That's what Tauruses do. Give me his intentions. Give me his intentions. Give me the Chris the Taurus. How's he coming towards Sarah? Chris the Taurus. How's he coming towards Sarah? You make me want to start ballroom dancing again, Sarah. I gotta do something. Give me Chris the Taurus towards Sarah. Chris the Taurus toward Sarah. The Devil, 8 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Give me more on that. Oh, okay. So he likes being around you. I know I need to. He likes being around. He's very physically attracted to you. Very physically attracted to you. All right. I do see him having some fears, but opening up to you. He wants a relationship, 4 of Wands. He wants something long-term. He's looking for something long-term for sure. All right. Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. You know, it may start out like a friendship and grow. It may start out friendly and then grow. All right. He's looking for commitment. He's looking to, he doesn't want to move too fast though. That's one thing I get. He's not wanting to move super fast, but he is not a player. He likes stability. He's looking for something long-term. He's looking for something stable. He finds you very attractive. He does plan to move towards you with the Knight of Cups. He's got some fears. I'll be honest with you. He does have some fears. Him being fresh out of a breakup, and it is showing up here that he's got some fears here. Give him time to heal. Give him time to heal. Definitely give him time to heal. Right, not a Taurus going slow. I know. I love Tauruses though. They're so freaking cute. I dated a Taurus once. He was so nice. We didn't date all that long, maybe like a month, you know. We dated and everything went great. And then he drunk texted me at 2:00 in the morning. I didn't even know he drank. And it was like so seemingly out of character. It was like I was talking to a whole different person. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah. We didn't because it was just, we just didn't. We never did the boinky boinky. But I've heard that Tauruses are very sensual, if that's the word, that, very romantic, very sensual. But yeah. But I would definitely date one again. I have Jupiter in Taurus. It suggests that my ideal person is somebody that's very Taurus-like, which is interesting. But anywho, very romantic, very sensual. I could see two Tauruses, posted up in the bed, fanning each other, feeding each other grapes and strawberries, right? That's how I envision two Tauruses being together. With people on the side of the bed fanning them with the big, fans, right? The servants. Yes, feeding each other grapes and strawberries, right? Yes, my daughter, right? I know. That's definitely Taurus energy, though, Anastasia. Right, lounging in a toga, right? I swear, like Queen of Sheba. What is it? How do they do that? Right? Oh gosh. Oh God, what is something is terribly wrong with me. It's like with two Tauruses, they both want to be spoiled. So who's going to do the spoiling? Oh, the people that are fanning the Tauruses, right? Well, that's true. They would have the money too. Tauruses are born to make money. You damn right. You're right about that. I love that. But that's what I got, Sarah. I like the guy. I think he's got good intentions. I think he's got some unhealed wounds. So proceed with caution. Definitely take things slow. All right. He wants something long term with someone, though. He wants a stable connection, and he's very attracted to you. Very, very attracted to you. So, yay for that. Pay extra people to spoil. I know, right? God, I love Tauruses, though. They're so funny. Jenna is up next. Let me timestamp for Miss Jenna. I hope that helped you, Sarah Lynn. Let me know. Oh, hey, Blue Aqua. I will look and see for you in just a second. Oh, okay. Fragrance therapy. Okay. You can change it. You can change it. Definitely. All right. So we've got the first question. You're a Capricorn sun. I feel lost, stuck, unfulfilled in my life / current situation. Will things change for the better? And then your second question, love life for the rest of the year. Okay. All right. All right. I gotcha. So, lost, stuck, and unfulfilled. What's going on here? What can I tell Jenna, the Capricorn, about what's going on right now? What's going on with Jenna, the Capricorn, right now? What's going on with Jenna, the Capricorn? Hey, Blue Aqua, are you Charles? I got one from Charles a second ago. I haven't updated the list. That's fair. That's fair. But the situation you're in is kind of difficult too, so that's fair. Let's see, Jenna. What can I tell Jenna? What's going on? Why is she here? Why is she at this place? Greeny Joey, I got a feeling you're going to be the one doing the fanning. All right, what's going on with Jenna, the Capricorn? What can you tell me for her? What's going on? Help me help her. Help me help Jenna, the Capricorn, right now. Knight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is about getting yourself in balance. And I'm going to go into detail because I don't want to sound cliche, and I want to give you practical details that's going to help you. All right. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is about self-awareness and finding yourself and finding balance within yourself. I think you may feel a little bit lost and out of sorts. And many times, you know, in our journey, we can feel that way. And it is literally, it's very stressful to be in this place, Jenna, but at the same time, it is a part of the process of growth and ascension. And this is, believe it or not, a call to action, all right? In fact, not only do we have Mercury in retrograde, we have a boatload of retrogrades up there. Everything is slow right now. Everything is trying to get us to go inside and do some inner work, self-discovery. There is a balance that that needs to happen, and I'm not sure where it is. We're going to delve into that with the Two of Pentacles here in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. But it's like you're feeling out of sorts with that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. The Knight of Swords is here. Let's get a little more on this. I think you're looking for truth. Knight of Swords. You're looking for truth. You want truth. You want answers. The answers are inside. Good. And I'm glad to hear that. One thing that I feel like is that I may be wrong on this, but with that balance, there's two things that came to my mind. One, there's a video on the shadow work stuff about the divine dance between divine feminine, divine masculine energy that's inside. But there's another thing here that is coming to my mind regarding balance. Making sure that you remember you're a human being and not a human doing. These retrogrades are there's a call to action. In this case, the action is slowing down. Taking time to just be in the moment, Mindfulness. That is one of the key words that I'm picking up here, mindfulness, realizing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be at every moment. And you're there to reflect. There is some old wounds here that need to be addressed with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. You probably know that. You will absolutely, there is a new start coming. There, you're on the verge of a breakthrough, my love. You are on the verge of a breakthrough. And it's kind of like, I almost pick up that this is, we have, in my opinion, we have these periods in our journey where we feel this dark night of the soul. Some dark nights of the soul are worse than others, right? But there are, and I don't know if this is one of those, but it's definitely, we have these lulls, right? And we feel a little bit lost, a little bit foggy, like what's going on. That retrograde can make you feel that way, but the whole point of that is to make you reflect and go inside. Something that is very difficult for people with Capricorn placements. Why? Because Capricorns feel like we ought to always be productive and doing things. But retrogrades are a call to slow down. That's the call to action. To go inside, to reflect, journal, self-care, grounding, centering, shielding, focusing on meditation, mindfulness, really getting back to the basics and getting yourself squared away. I see a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles, as far as, finding yourself. Page of Pentacles, that is a student sometimes. And it's like you are a student. When I was shuffling, I saw the Magician here. And, I think, what didn't I see the Magician for you? It came out again. And it's time to alchemize. Look, it's time to alchemize this confusion. And this is how you do it. This is how you do it, is how I'm telling you. The Ten of Wands in reverse, did I not just sit here and say you're on the edge of a breakthrough? You are so much closer to a breakthrough than you realize. The Ten of Wands in reverse suggests that. You're about to really feel the burdens lift. So what I can tell you is, and look, shadow work is hard. Shadow work is heavy. You're dealing with heavy, dense energy when you're doing shadow work, right? And you mentioned that you've been focused on that. And that's good. And I'm proud of you. But in order to balance that, to counter that heavy energy, there needs to be a ramping up of self-care, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, showing yourself grace, okay? The grounding, the meditation, all of that, there needs to be all of that to help counter that. The other thing that you need to help counter that, because shadow work is hard, it's heavy. It's like walking in quicksand sometimes. And so there are things that are advisable to counter that. Watching something really light and funny, laughter with friends or family or people like that, things of that nature, to counter that heavy energy. I also, whenever we are in the throes of shadow work, it's very important to regularly cleanse our space and take spiritual baths to cleanse our own energy as well, because you're dealing with you're transmuting heavy energy. And it's important that you really keep that in mind. What you're going through is a tough path. It's not an easy path. And it's admirable. And I want you to show yourself some grace, because what you're doing is the work of heroes, okay? It's the work of champions. It's the work of warriors and winners. It's not for the faint of heart. And so definitely time to show yourself some grace and to counter that with treating yourself extra special, extra special. Very hard for Capricorns to do, but it's time. Definitely time to do that. Let me know if that helps to maybe shed some light for you before we go to your second question, Jenna. That helped? Okay, good. Good, good, good. So hopefully I explained what I meant by countering and getting yourself in balance, because I saw that Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And I'm like, okay, no, we're going to tell her what that means, right? It's real easy to say get balanced because that's a buzzword in spirituality. And it's an important one. It has meaning. But if I sit here and I say, well, you just need to work on getting yourself balanced, you're going to walk away scratching your head going, what the hell does she mean? So I try to give you practical how-tos as far as, specifics around that. There's so many ways that we can get out of balance in our lives, right? So I hope that helps. Let's see what's coming towards you romantically for the rest of the year. That was your second question. So let's see what we can find out romantically for Jenna for the rest of the year. Romantically for Jenna for the rest of the year. Jenna the Capricorn, romance. Kind of feel like there may be something there for you with that Ace of Pentacles, but we will see. Romance for the rest of the year. Romance for the rest of the year. Romance for the rest of the year. Romance for the rest of the year, please. Romance for the rest of the year. For Jenna the Capricorn. Romance for Jenna the Capricorn for the rest of the year. Romance for Jenna the Capricorn for the rest of the year. You're going to be getting a lot of attention. Wow. Six of Wands, Temperance, Lovers. You got some attention coming towards you with the Six of Wands. You're going to be seen. And why is the Temperance card here? Don't move too fast. Don't get out of... Make sure that you stay on this shadow work journey for a bit. Okay? Enjoy the attention. You're going to be getting attention, but take it slow. The Lover's card is here. That speaks to multiple options. I also have the Two of Pentacles here. Timing is a big deal. Give yourself time to heal. Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords in the reverse, right? Two of Swords. Yeah. You've got people that, this is the thing. I think you're going to be getting a lot of activity, particularly in the latter part of the year. But I feel like there may be people coming towards you, but for some reason they don't. Oh, look at there. Okay. Towards the latter part of the year, I see one that hits with the Ace of Cups. All right. I don't think you have met this person yet. I don't think you know this person. But I am predicting somebody that is crossing your path that you could be in a relationship with. I get multiple people crossing your path and you going, what, and then there's that one that crosses your path that you go, oh, and that one floats your boat. That one piques your interest. Look at all the options. What did I just say? I felt like there was a lot of options here. But again, I feel like you got some hesitancy for a while, but then there is love. So I do see something happening. I just feel like it may be a little bit later. Right? And that's fair. That's fair. But I see you getting a lot of attention. I see a lot of people being interested in you for sure. So I like that for you, Jenna. Let me know if that gave you some clarity, love bug. All right. Let me add Charles to the list. Charles is after Kayla. There we go. Let's see what's up. Next up is going to be Pink. We'll get Pink in just a minute. Give me 1 second, y'all. Checking on one thing. All right, there's Pink. How you doing, sweetie? Let me timestamp for Pink real quick. And Pink, you sent me this. I think, let's see here. Here we go. Update on S the Pisces. Okay, good deal, love bug. Let's see what's up, Pink. Let's see what's going on with S the Pisces, please, toward Pink. Give me S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. S the Pisces, please, toward Pink the Leo. S the Pisces. Judgment flew out. Page of Cups. We'll see what that's about. S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. Judgment card is definitely a renewal card. Page of Cups, communication. We'll see. That flew out. We're going to see what's here. But that's stirring in the ethers with S the Pisces for sure. That's some influential energy with things. S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is the Ten of Cups in the reverse? Six of Cups. Riddle me this, Pink. Well, let me just tell you what I got. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups in the upright. Two of Pentacles in the reverse is a decision that someone made that they regret. Not happy. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Six of Cups. I miss you. I miss you. That is reminiscing. That's the past. That is, wow, things were so good back then. Things were so good back then. So the decision, I don't know if there was a decision toward a third party or just to walk away or to end things, but definitely not happy in the current state. Definitely not happy. So it's kind of interesting because your Pisces is very much in a place of reflection about the past and wishing they had made a different decision. Definitely reminiscing. Okay. Six of Cups is a soul bond. You may have heard me say that before, Pink, but the Six of Cups is definitely You know, that's a very sweet energy. Emperor in the reverse to the Chariot in the upright to the Eight of Wands. I better get up and man up, says the Pisces, or, you know, whatever. I need to act like a grown-ass adult. I need to stand on business. I need to go toward her. I need to reach out. As the Pisces look at here, Four of Cups in the reverse. That's my fumbled card. She's getting away. You know, she was the best thing. Pink, the Leo, best thing that ever happened to me. And I am letting her slip right through my fingers. I don't want to lose her. I don't want to lose her. I better get up off my ass. Chariot, Eight of Wands. I better get off my ass and stand on business. Do I think that this is going to happen soon? No, and I'll tell you why. You may have heard me talking about the retrogrades earlier. There's a lot of retrogrades, and it's really slowing everything down. Everyone is feeling reflective right now, and that's the energy that I pick up. So I don't think that this Pisces is going to stand on business right now, but I do feel like there is going to be this delay. You know, a lot of times the Eight of Wands is about speedy action or communication after a delay. So I feel like these retrogrades, especially Mercury retrograde, but the retrogrades in general, people are really reflecting on, what do I really want? What is it that I'm really doing? Where am I really going? What am I really doing? And then there's that speedy action or communication after a delay. Definitely. The Pisces is keeping tabs on you. There is the Justice card. That is about making things right. Apology energy here. Definitely communication. I don't think it is immediate. Page of Swords, though, Pisces is keeping tabs on you, watching you, right? Nine of Cups to the Knight of Cups. I do see movement. I don't think it's immediate, though. Four of Wands, that's the 1111 card. So I do feel like Pisces is going to move towards you. There's a lot of reflecting going on in this Pisces mind right now. That's what I got, Miss Pink. I hope that helps you, love bug. I hope that gave you some clarity and a good update for you. But this makes sense given what's going on astrologically. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Pink. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Thank you for that. Okay. I'm glad it helped you. I'm glad it helped you, love. I'm glad it helped you, Miss Pink. All right. And we've got Anastasia up next. All right, let's go to see Anastasia. Let's see what we got. Let me timestamp for Anastasia. All right, Anastasia, freestyle. And who's coming toward me for kicks? Okay, Anastasia. Let's freestyle for Anastasia. What does Anastasia need to know right now? What does Anastasia, the Cancer, need to know right now? What does Anastasia, the Cancer, need to know right now? What does Anastasia, the Cancer, need to know right now? Chariot, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is, what's that about? Chariot is awesome. That's your energy. It's in the upright. Travel, maybe? Why is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse? Tell me, is that about love? Is that about money? What? Something is back on. Something is being restored or brought back around, but I don't know what it is. We're going to find out with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Unfinished business. Something you've been worried about. What? I think this has to do with career and money. There is something that is being brought back up. You've been concerned about this. You may have even dreamed about it. But there's something here that's being brought back up. It has to do with career. It has to do with career, I believe. Yeah. You've got, like, your career, you are, this Chariot, something is about to move forward. Maybe not immediately with all these damn retrogrades, but I think something that has been put on hold is being picked back up at some point. It's not over. I feel like there are some roads that are going to open up that you don't know about. And what's interesting is the outcome on this thing is the Queen of Pentacles. It looks damn good, but it's like something either you think it's canceled or on hold. One, I don't know which it is. Hey, Lauren, I don't know which it is, but there's forward movement. There's like a whole new beginning here. I see a lot of happiness here. Yeah, roadways opening up where there were blockages. Temperance, Seven of Wands in reverse. Something opening up, making you really happy. There's your energy again, Cancer energy again. You kind of standing in your power. I love that. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. You're getting what's coming to you in the best of ways. I do have that as well. I love that. Restoration. Restoration. Hell yes. That's what I got. Let's see who's coming towards Anastasia romantically. Who is coming toward Anastasia romantically? Let's see. Who is coming toward Anastasia romantically? What can I tell Anastasia about what to expect in romance? What can I tell Anastasia about what to expect in romance? Who's coming toward Anastasia? Who's coming toward Anastasia in romance? Who is coming toward Anastasia in romance? Who is coming toward Anastasia in romance? I'm going to cry. This is crazy. Two of Cups in the reverse. Star in the upright. Eight of Pentacles. Give me more on the Two of Cups in reverse. This is a soulmate that you are not with right now. Two of Cups in the reverse. That is wanting to work on things, that has not given up, sees a future with the Star. Two of Cups in the reverse. Tell me more. Tell me more. Nine of Swords, Four of Swords in the reverse, Page of Wands. Overcoming some fears of opening up to you. Kind of getting over themselves and saying, fuck it, I'm just going to go for it. Justice in the upright. Making things right. Temperance. Oh my gosh. A lot of cards about healing. Restoration, Knight of Swords. Somebody nervously speaking their truth. Nervously speaking their Knight of Cups. Justice card can definitely be an apology. Sun card, Empress. Holy shit. Four of Cups in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. Whoever this is a cycle breaker. Feels like they fumbled you. Don't want to. It is somebody you've got history with because it's somebody that regrets letting you go. Or feels like the best thing ever slipped through their fingers. That's who's here. That's who's here. Is there anyone else? Is there another energy that's coming towards Anastasia, or is that the only one? Is there another energy that's coming toward Anastasia, or is that the only one? Is there another energy coming toward Anastasia, or is that the only one? Yeah, Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. You got a new person in your energy. You got two different energies here. You've got a past person and a new person in your energy. Somebody here is single as a Pringle. That past person is still showing up here, but you got an ace here. There's a new person. This past person, though, is real strong in your energy here. What about the new person? They're fun and they're stable. I don't know that you're going to go with that new one, though. But you definitely, you've got a new person and a past person in your energy, Anastasia. Wow, wow, wow. That's crazy, huh? But I hope that helped. I hope that gave you some clarity, love bug. Tavy, I saw your thing come in too. I got to get you on the list. Let's see. All right, Miss Tavy, let me add you to the list real quick. All right. So next up is Kate. And Kate did 2 questions. Oh, you sent me extra, Tavy. You want 2 questions? I got you, love. Met a new guy. 2 great dates, but he's not reached out. Will I hear from him? And then what's on my Scorpio ex's mind? Still feel him in my energy. Wow. Okay, Kate, let's see what we can find out about the new guy that you went out with. Let's see what's going on with the new guy. Give me the energies of this new guy toward Kate. Will she hear from this new guy? Give me the energies of the new one. Give me the energies of the new one. Give me the energies of this new guy. Give me the energies of this new guy toward Kate. The new guy with 2 fun dates. Let's see what we got. Yeah. We'll find out. Give me the new guy toward Kate. Give me the new guy. Two of Swords, Death reversed, Fool reversed. He's not over an ex. This person that the new person is not over their ex. 2 of Swords here. Indecisive about moving forward. Kind of paralysis by analysis, okay? Death reversed, that's ex energy, and the Fool reversed. That is not taking a leap of faith because of baggage. Only 11 months past marriage. Yeah. Show me more. Give me a little bit more on this, please. Give me a little bit more on this 2 of Swords. Give me a little bit more. 3 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Queen of Swords here. He's got some unresolved anger toward his ex. You know, it's kind of interesting because I don't know if he wants the ex back. There's definitely some unresolved anger issues here. The 3 of Cups suggests that at times he thinks about reaching out, or times he thinks about a reunion with the ex. He's definitely not healed. 4 of Swords in reverse. He's got some, 8 of Swords. I don't know that he's going to do anything anytime. So yeah, 7 of Pentacles. Damn. I think eventually there could be something here with that 7 of Pentacles, but it's not. There could be something down the road, but he's definitely got to cross a lot of bridges between now and then. There's a lot of humps. I think he's on a good path. I don't think he really wants this ex back, but I think the energy just haunts him at times, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm getting here. And I think he's got to process through that. I think he will. And I think there's a point in time where he'll be ready for something. I don't think it's right now. She is the mother of his kids. No, it doesn't seem he wants her back. Okay. Yeah. I don't think he wants her back. In fact, his opinion of her is that she's a bitch. That's how he sees her. So I don't think he wants her back, but he's just got to heal from this stuff. You're welcome. Oh man. You know me, Kate. I'm just blunt. Like that. All right. I mean, that's what I saw. I'm like, I was trying to be nice. I saw that Queen of Swords in the reverse, and I'm like, I don't think he wants her back. I think he's angry at her about something. And I mean, the Queen of Swords in reverse is kind of a bitch, you know what I mean, right? So let's see about the Scorpio X. Let's check on that. I'm getting better about not being so blunt. I don't think he wants her back. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here looking at the cards that goes, this man thinks she's a bitch. Not you, but the ex, right? Anyway. All right. What's going on with the Scorpio ex toward Kate? What's going on with the Scorpio ex toward Kate? What's going on with the Scorpio ex? Yeah. What's going on with the Scorpio ex toward Kate? Give me the Scorpio X toward Kate. 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 Kate, I did not timestamp for you. I got to go back and do that. Nine of Swords. Good Lord. Oh, no wonder you feel this person in your energy. Page of Swords. Oh, dear Scorpio. Death reversed. Scorpio is not moved on, not in any stretch of the imagination. Has this, not in any place has this Scorpio moved on, not at all. Death reversed. Because he is stalking your socials. Page of Swords in reverse. He doesn't want you to know it. He's trying to be low key about it. Nine of Swords, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Can we say nutty as a fruitcake as far as you being in this person's brain? It's beyond the Eight of Swords. It's beyond the Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords is like a card that can speak to fears, a feeling of I think they're doing firecrackers in my street. He's leaving bread, liking, and then I'm such a Scorpio. Yeah, he's definitely leaving breadcrumbs. You know, the Nine of Swords is he ain't over you. He is not the hell over you. Death reverse. That is a comeback around card. Nine of Swords is like, I'm going to see what he's going to do. Right now, he's leaning toward actually making contact. Right. Right, Kate. Like, what the hell are they doing fireworks at 9:45 on Sunday night? Are they left over from July the 4th? What the hell? But let's see here. I want more on this. I know, it's a sign, right? Lord have mercy. Scorpio feeling. You got this Scorpio feeling some kind of way. Three of Wands in reverse. Fucker. Four of Wands. Okay, is this Scorpio stubborn? Because look, he wants you back. Death reverse, Four of Wands in the upright. But the problem is this, Three of Wands in reverse. He's not wanting to be cooperative about this. He's not wanting to work through. He's not wanting to budge. I get this energy of, nope, she's going to have to be the one to come toward me. Yep. Yeah. And you know what's interesting? Why is that here? Seven of Swords in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, that's why he's leaving you all those breadcrumbs. He's doing things on, and you know what you need to do? Nothing. Not a thing. You need to live your best life is what you need to do, Miss Kate. Yes. That's what you need to do. And I think that's what you've been doing. And that sucks because I know you feel him in your energy. It's probably driving you nuts. If it's any consolation to you, I doubt it will be. He's nutty too. This is driving him nuts as well. Yes, yes. I would stand my ground on this. I would stand my ground. You know, it takes two to make a thing go right. And this Three of Wands in reverse suggests a lack of cooperation on his part. He wants you to do all the giving. No, 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 no. It takes two people working on things to make a thing go right, right? So, yeah, he's got to own his part in this. He's got to own his part in this thing. He's got a big old fat ego. Nine of Cups, but the Ten of Swords in reverse. He will come towards you. He will. He will. He's just got to get over himself, but he will. I'm seeing him get over himself. But he's got a big old ego. Right. Yes. And I think he will. I really do think he will. I almost hear him going, all right, whatever, you know, really. He does have love for you, though. I know you know that. He does have love for you. He loves you. He got love. Crazy nut. But that's what I got, Miss Kate. You are welcome. You are quite welcome. I hope that helped you, love. Scorpios are hilarious to read for sometimes. It's like, thank you, Kate. Thank you as always. I appreciate you. All right, and Laura is up next. All right. I got to go back and timestamp for you, Kate, after the fact, because I didn't write it down when I started your reading. I'm sorry. All right, Miss Laura. Laura the Gemini. Laura the Gemini. What's going on with Laura? Last week I was supposed to meet someone new. Something came up, so we didn't. Is there another chance for us to meet up still? I don't know his son. Okay, that's fair. Let's see what we can find out about this potential newbie. What about this newbie? What does the future hold for this newbie and Laura the Gemini? This potential newbie. Will they meet? Will there be an opportunity to meet in the future with these two? Will they meet? Will they meet? How do things look with this newbie? Queen of Cups. Full Six of Pentacles. I would say so. I do believe that you guys are... Oh, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Look. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in the reverse? I do see this newbie coming towards you. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in the reverse? Oh, shit. Laura. God damn it. This person's not ready for something. It's too soon. Ten of Swords in reverse. This person's not over an ex. He is going to want Emperor in reverse. He ain't ready. This is the thing. He's going to come towards you, Laura. And look, I would go meet him. But I want you to pay attention to the ex red flags. Is he over his ex red flags? You know, the classic stuff, right? I don't know if he wants the ex back, but he ain't over this. This feels reboundish to me with that Two of Pentacles in the, Magician in the reverse. Damn. He's not in the best place. You know, he wants something though. He wants something. Two of Wands in reverse. His heart is elsewhere. He ain't over this ex. That's what's up, Laura. I would definitely, I would not rule it out. Go talk to the person. You're a Gemini. You can keep your head. You know what I mean? But just know that I feel like he is fresh out of something and potentially not. I don't think it's intentional, but I think he's looking for a rebound. Right? That's what I feel. That's what I feel. It feels very reboundish to me. So be careful of that one, my love. I'm not crazy over that one. And what's funny, Laura, is the first cards that I pulled looked really fast for somebody that you didn't even know yet. I mean, not on your part, on his part, because we were looking at what he was going to do. And we had Queen of Cups, the Fool, Six of Pentacles. It's like rush in. And I was like, Queen of Pentacles is awfully deep for somebody that is just not even met her yet. Why is he coming on so strong? That's why. That's why I wanted to dig deeper on that. You are welcome. Keep me posted, as always. Keep me posted, my love. But yeah, I don't think that he's over his ex. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can see it being like a Page of Cups or, you know, a Knight of Cups even, but yeah. That's what's up. Hey, Kay. How you doing? Thank you, Laura, as always. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Anastasia just booked. Let me put you on the list after Tavy. He said he was in a 12-year relationship. Oh, wow. Did he talk about it a lot or a little? I'm curious. Let me update the list real quick, and then we'll read for Kay. Just once. Okay. Fair. So, Kay, let's see. Let me timestamp for Kay real quick. All right, here we go. Kay. Oh, I got to find your question. Duh. All right, here we go, love. Kay is asking about a Virgo. You're a Taurus. Okay. We recently had what felt like a tower moment. I feel like there is unsaid, like unfinished business, unsaid thing. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Okay, let's see what we've got. Give me this Virgo toward Kay the Taurus. Give me this Virgo. I know, right? Give me this Virgo toward Kay the Taurus. I tend to attract Virgos, but I like them. I like Virgos. They're cool people. Give me this Virgo toward K, the Taurus. I like earth signs in general. Give me, hold on a minute. What's up? All right. Give me the Virgo toward K, the Taurus. The Virgo toward K, the Taurus. Give me the Virgo toward K, the Taurus. Give me the Virgo toward K, the Taurus. The Virgo toward K, the Taurus. Tower, but in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. You know, it's interesting because the Hangman got my attention earlier. It was on the bottom of the deck, right? Five of Wands. There may have been some drama. He doesn't want any more drama. That's why the Tower is here in the reverse. There may have been some angry words spoken. Queen of Swords in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. Tell me more on that. It's kind of like this Virgo is very reflective. Not really doing anything with the Hangman. That suggests that the Virgo is still invested, but not doing anything. Thinking things over. Eight of Swords. Oh my God. Here we go with this Mercury shit. So you probably know this, Kay, about Mercury people. Virgos and Geminis are Mercury people. Virgos especially can be overthinkers. Eight of Swords, paralysis by analysis. I saw that with that Hangman. Very reflective, very up in his head about things. And just kind of, I almost think this Virgo is rethinking what, look at there, Four of Cups in reverse. Rethinking what he wants. He does not want to he's so torn. That's why the Eight of Swords is here. He's very torn. You know, on the one hand, Four of Swords in reverse. He doesn't want to let you go and then regret it. On the other hand, he really wants peace. Six of Swords here. And it's kind of like, I want peace. And if that means I got to move on to do it, then so be it. I don't want to let you go. I don't want to lose you. Don't want to lose you now. But very in their head. I almost get this energy with that, what you described, and seeing this Tower reverse, the Eight of Swords. I almost get this energy of shell-shocked, kind of that deer in the headlights, like, you know, energy. Magician in reverse. That's Virgo energy in the reverse. That tells me that this Virgo kind of feels like at the moment they can't do anything. The Virgo feels like can't do anything. Or there's nothing I can do. My hands are tied. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Also may feel like there's been sabotage toward this connection. Hermit reverse. Virgo's going to make contact with you. Virgo's going to make contact with you. All right. You will have a period of silence, and then the Virgo is going to make contact. Bear in mind, and Kay, I know you've been here for a minute. You heard me talking about Mercury retrograde earlier. Mercury rules Geminis and Virgos, and Leos are also feeling this too. We all feel Mercury retrograde, but those three signs more so. It's always going to be Gemini and Virgo no matter where retrograde is, because that's our ruling planet. Things tend to slow down. We tend to get reflective. Not only that, there's a lot of other retrogrades going on that's causing everybody to go inside. Things are slowing down. People are feeling reflective, thinking things over. What do I really want? I do feel like this Virgo will pop up. There is a good likelihood that this will be after post shadow of Mercury retrograde, which I would have to look that up, but it's probably late August. There are definitely feelings still here. There are definitely feelings still here. He feels like the Star. Oh my gosh. He still has hope. I love the Star card. He still has hope. He still has hope. He's going to get clarity. He's going to get clarity. I think he's going to see things a lot more clearly. I almost feel like, too, he may come to regret some things he said or did. I do have that. I've got regret here. I've got him coming towards you with regret. What else? Yeah. I don't think he's going to let this go. It may be a hot minute before you hear anything. Yeah, and I'm going to be real with you. This is such a strange Mercury retrograde. There's a lot, what I'm seeing in the cards in general, collectively, okay, a lot of X-back energy, like really intense X-back energy from like deep soul connections. But I'm also seeing a lot of paralysis by analysis and people going within, things slowing down. And I think that's just all of these retrogrades. I would not be surprised if there is a period of radio silence with this thing before he pops up. The Hermit card in the reverse literally speaks to somebody being withdrawn and then popping back up after being withdrawn or silent. That card and the High Priestess in the reverse, both of those can suggest that. But I've got a lot of hope. And my major arcanas here speak to that. He may, with that Six of Swords that I saw, he may feel like maybe let things calm down a little bit too. I don't know if there was drama or harsh words, but maybe letting things settle down, cool off. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Yeah, I almost pick up that there was some conflict or drama. Five of Wands, Eight of Cups that made somebody walk away. Conflict or drama. You know, he's going to keep tabs on you, Kay. He's going to keep tabs on you. Yeah, he's not in a good place right now. Strength reverse. He is shell-shocked. He is shell-shocked. You walked away. He's shell-shocked. I don't think he expected you to walk away. He's going to ask for forgiveness for something. Three of Swords in reverse. There is something here. I don't know if he was deceptive or dishonest or playing games. I've got a lot that suggests that he regrets playing games or deception toward you. And he feels like he broke your heart. I do feel like he's going to ask for forgiveness for that. Is this any of this making sense, Kay? Because that's what I'm picking up. But yes, there are feelings, definitely. All of it. Okay, so that makes sense to you. But I hope that gave you some clarity, Miss Kay, on your situation. I hope that gave you some clarity. Absolutely. And I have a question. Are you a singer? I mean, I see it says K singer. I find it very interesting that you are a Taurus. One of the things that I have read about Taurians is that they often have a sing-song voice, even, which is very interesting. And my daughter, who is a Taurus, has a sing-song voice. So I find it interesting that your screen name is Kay Singer. But I bet you're not terrible. I bet you're not terrible. All right, next up is Charles. I believe his screen name was Blue Aqua. All right, Charles. Let me look at Charles's question. Chuck, okay. Will me and Amy reconcile? She's a Gemini, 53180, and you're an Aquarius, 12277. There you are, 12277. And me and Amy's birthday, by the way, Charles, is the day after mine, 531. But I was born before 1980. All right, let's see about Amy and Charles. Amy the Gemini. Yeah, Amy the Gemini and Charles the Aquarius. Amy the Gemini and Charles the Aquarius. How does this look for these two going forward? Amy the Gemini and Charles the Aquarius. Amy the Gemini and Charles the Aquarius. Amy the Gemini and Charles the Aquarius going forward. What do we see between these two? Amy the Gemini and Charles the Aquarius. Is there a reconciliation in the future for these two? What does the future hold for these two? What does the future hold for these two? Oh, wow. Wow. Let's see what we got. Is there a reconciliation between these two? Is there a reconciliation between these two? Will these two work things out? Two of Cups in the reverse, Two of Wands in the reverse. Star. We're going to look at the Star card. You definitely both need to heal independently. That's why the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands are both in the reverse. And the Star card is a card of healing. That's a card of hope. It's also Aquarius energy, interestingly. But I kind of feel like there is a time period of being apart and healing and doing shadow work, right? There is this time apart, but I think there's hope. I don't think she's given up hope. Well, hey, Mr. Robert, what's up with you? Give me the Star. Give me the Star. There's definitely a big pause between you two. There's a big divide between you two. And that needs to stay for a little bit. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I don't think anytime soon. I think there is some time apart, and I think there definitely needs to be some work in the meantime. That's the obstacle here. And I kind of feel like, with the in and out, the kind of the back and forth energy here. there's some unhealed wounds on both sides. And you guys are mirroring that. And that's why you guys have this challenging connection. And you definitely need to work on standing in your own power with the star card and the upright. She needs to stand in her power. You both need to get yourself healed independently of each other. Do I feel like that down the road things could work out? I do, with the Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, but it is down the road, definitely. With Pentacles, that is slow. The good news about Pentacles is it's more solid and more stable. I think you guys have been, challenging, right? There's been tumultuous energy here. So there needs to be some alchemy. There needs to be some shadow work on both sides. And I hope that she's doing that whenever, she said so that she could heal. And I hope you're doing that as well. But I kind of feel like that there could be almost like a new beginning for you two that's much more stable. But you got to, this is the thing. The way to make this happen, if you want something you've never had, you got to do something you've never done. And right now, you've had this thing that's been unstable, right? Tumultuous. But I think both of you want stability, but you got to approach this in a different way. And you actually do need to stay apart. You need to work on yourself. She needs to work on herself. I feel like that down the road, there is hope here. But the only way is for you to focus on you right now, her to focus on her. I would not be dating around or messing around, and I want to talk about this thing with, it would be so easy, with this workplace affair. It would be so easy for me and everybody and his brother to go, oh, nah, 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 nah. Yes, it was wrong. It was wrong. But let me talk about affairs for just a moment. And there's never an excuse because you chose to do that. But that was not the first problem. That was your response to a problem. Your response to the problem between you and Amy was to go outside and, deal with it in that way. Not the best way to deal with it. But the problem is not the affair. The affair is problematic, but that is a symptom. There was a problem before the affair ever happened. I don't know if it was probably on both sides, okay? And so you got to delve deeply into that, not just the affair, but what was going on between you two that caused you to feel like doing that, right? You got to dig deep. You got to go deep. That's the star card. That's the alchemy. And that's the shadow work. And that's going deep into the unhealed wounds that cause us to behave in certain kinds of ways, right? So this can be an opportunity for you to grow. It's definitely something that can be overcome and forgiven. It's going to take time and work, both. So I think there's hope. And as a Gemini, good. And I'm proud of you for that. That's admirable. As a Gemini, you guys, you're an Aquarius. Probably you guys had a strong mental connection. Geminis love smart people. Aquarians are typically smart. And so a lot, it's not uncommon to see that come to get people with those placements come together. So there's probably some magic between you for sure. The other thing that I was going to, as a Gemini, that I was going to weigh in on is that Geminis are mutable. They don't hold grudges. She's very smart. Yeah. You probably both are. And Geminis typically do not hold grudges. I would say that her mutable air energy is going to work in your favor, in that she would be a sign that would be more likely to be able to work through this, right? So I hope you don't mind me weighing in on my opinions on all of this. But that's just my opinions for what it's worth. But that's what the cards say. That's my take on things. That's what I got. That's what I got. Good. I'm glad that helped you. I'm glad that helped you. And I appreciate you booking a reading with me. You are welcome. Charles, I wish I still had this link to this. There is a video on YouTube. Somebody's doing a TED Talk about infidelity. And it's probably a 30 or a 45-minute video about infidelity. It's a woman. And I watched that, and I watched it more for learning, because at that time I was not dealing with anyone romantically. I mean, I've dealt with infidelity before, but I was really just watching it for educational purposes. I feel like keeping up with stuff like that makes me a better reader, right? Learning about relationships and dynamics. And this woman had such a very good perspective on infidelity, and I wish I could find it. But it was literally a TED Talk, and I don't know, I saw it several years ago, but it left an impression on me that I did not forget. And in fact, she it was interesting, her perspective. She was in a marriage that had survived. Her husband had an affair, and they were able to work through things. Yeah, and you'll have to let me know if you find it, because I would love to put that somewhere in my saved stuff on YouTube, because I watched that probably 3 years ago, and I never forgot that. And she had a very good perspective, and in no way did she make excuse for the affair. No. But and I've even heard Dr. Phil, and I'm not a huge Dr. Phil fan, but I do agree with him on this. He's talked about this, is that that cheating is never right, but it's a person making a decision that is not it's their response to already existing problems. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway. All right. I hope that helps, Charles. Thank you. Good. I think that, I think there's a prayer for sure. Good. Miss Tavy is in the house. Oh, you emailed me. Okay. And you sent me a second payment, so you must have 2 questions, yes? Let me see here. You emailed me? Hang on. Tavy, why don't I have your email? 2 questions via email. Did it go to spam? No? I do not see it, Tavy. What in the crazy train is going on here? Tavy, I don't have it. Can you send it again? Look at the reply from the receipt. Let me do a search and put in your name. Honey, wait a minute. No, you emailed it again? Okay, let me see if I can find it. There it is. I got it this time. Okay. Hey, let's chalk it up to Mercury retrograde, Tavy. We'll chalk it up to Mercury retrograde. You know, it does things like that. All right, let's see here. All right, love bug. Let me go to your email. Okay. Let's see here. I've recently joined a unique group that feels aligned with my values and curiosity. I hope that they are. I'm engaging deeply, asking thought-provoking questions where I am not sure if I am challenging them to what can I expect from joining this group and the connection overall. Okay. As part of the group's major upcoming creative activity / journey, we have been invited to write a personal story or a story in general. I wasn't going to participate, but I am now. How will it go? All right, my love, let's see what we can find out. Hey, Cassandra Wade, how you doing? So let's see about this group. Let's get the overall vibe from Tavy joining this new group. The overall vibe from Tavy joining this new group. Overall vibe from Tavy joining this new group. Give me the overall vibe for Tavy joining this new group. How does this look? Tell me about this group and Tavy joining it. What do we see here? How will this go? I like that 9 of Cups. I gotcha. Queen of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of... Yeah, this is good. This is good. I definitely see you doing... Okay, I even saw the 9 of Cups when I was shuffling, which is nice. This is something you're doing for you, right? Queen of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I definitely get restoration with that 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. And you mentioned therapeutic and making friends. Restoration, you kind of, I don't know, this is for you. This is like I'm doing something for myself. And I see you getting a lot from this. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, that can speak to physical health and mental health restoration. Which is nice. Let's get a little more on the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. A little more on that. Chariot. I like that. It's, you know, what's interesting is, believe it or not, this is going to be really pivotal for you in a good way. I think that there's some things that you are going to gain clarity about that you don't have clarity about right now. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but and I know it's light, but I think it's I don't think it's time wasted. I think it's time well spent. Knight of Pentacles, uh, Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel like be keep yourself private for just a little bit. I like the group overall, but there may be one or two in here that is not as they appear. So definitely be a little measured. Don't be so quick to open up to everybody and trust everybody. I think there are some good eggs in there, but there are a few bad eggs in the group. So just use discretion with opening up to who you're going to open up to. Yeah, use discretion. Definitely use discretion. Not everybody in there is who they seem, if that makes sense. But overall, I feel like it's a good move for you. It's definitely a good move for you. Allow yourself time to get to know people before you fully open up to them about things that might be, I don't know, sensitive or private or whatever, right? But I like the group overall, and I think it's a good move for you. Hey, James, how you doing? I do think it's a good move for you. So let's look at your second question about the story writing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. James, I hope you feel better soon. I hope you have a smooth recovery. Let's see how it will go for this story writing. How will this go with this story writing? How will this go for Tavy in writing this story? What does she need to know about this? What does she need to know about this? I think there are friendships to be made in that group. I will tell you that. I did see that, Tavy. Just be discerning. How will this go with this story writing? How will this go with this story writing? How will this go with this story writing for Tavy, please? How will this go with this story writing for Tavy? Wow. So it's kind of interesting because I feel like this is going to get, believe it or not, this is crazy. I feel like writing this story is going to be very therapeutic for you. It's going to give you a lot of clarity and help you to see things a lot more clearly about maybe whatever it is that you're going to write about. Maybe some places in your where you've been a little bit resistant to change, to transformation. It's going to help you to see things about yourself. You're going to literally be looking inside, opening up, and becoming very reflective. It's going to be therapeutic. It's going to really help you rethink some things differently. All right. It's going to help you rethink some things in a good way. Very therapeutic, very eye-opening. I do feel like it's in your, I do think it will go well. I think it is good for you. And let me just say this, Tavy, it may even be a little bit difficult. Yes. Let's see what their reaction would be. Let's see. Well, how will the group take it? How will the group take it? How will the group respond to this project? Right, I know. I think opening up to the group is fine. But I think opening up as far as friendships outside of that might be the issue. And I think there are some friends to be made, but again, I think just take it slow in making friends, if that makes sense. We'll see how the group will respond to this. Let's see how will the group take this. Oh, wow. You're going to be warmly received. They're going to melt. 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Strength reverse. They're going to appreciate you opening up. This is crazy. It's going to be warmly received. King of Pentacles. They're going to feel like you're strong. Picking the top 3. I gotcha. They're going to see a lot of strength with your they're going to admire your honesty. They're going to see you with a lot of strength. And I feel like you are so strong and so solid. So they really see you. They're going to see you like a pillar. King of Cups, King of Pentacles. I think they're going to open up to you. You've got people that are going to open up to you. They're going to look. This is how they're going to see you. The Empress. Wow. Very strong. I like that. So there's admiration there on the part of the group. You may be in one of the top 3. How big is the group? Do you mind me asking, Tavy? How many people are in there, Tavy? But I love that for you. I feel like that it's going to be very warmly received. A lot of respect. Okay. I gotcha. You got to keep me posted, Tavy. I definitely think that this is going to be well received. That's exciting. I'm happy for you, Tavy. I'm happy for you. Take care, Greedy Joey. Thank you for being here, sweetie. My little Virgo friend. But I hope that helps you, Miss Tavy. I hope that gave you some clarity on the situation. Well, that's good. That's good. I like that you do that, Tavy. But, you know, I'm a person that's very much, you know, Mercury. I like mind stuff. So, of course, I would like that, right? Of course, I would like that. I think we are going to read for Anastasia last, and that will be that. I'm marking everything sold out. Hang on. And let me change my banners. All right, let's see here. There we go. And let me do this. There we go. All right. Well, we're going to read for Anastasia next. Anastasia is last but not least. All right. Would we be able to clarify who the past person in between you know who's? Yes, we will clarify that for you. Let's see what's up, Anastasia. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull on the Aries and then the Cancer. All right. That's what I'll do. I'll pull two separate spreads for you. How is the Aries coming toward Anastasia? Give me the Aries toward Anastasia. Is this the Aries? Give me the Aries toward Anastasia. Is this the Aries? 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 Give me the Aries, please, toward Anastasia. Moon reversed, 9 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands in reverse. Wow. The Aries is kind of torn between where they are and you. I can't get a clear read on this Aries. All right. Aries definitely thinking about getting back with you, but not feeling like she's in a good place to do it. That's the issue. That's the issue here. So Aries would definitely like to be with you again, but the problem is she just feels like she's not in a good place to do so. She's kind of in this energy of doing the right thing, but not happy about it. Let's get the Cancer. Let's get the Cancer. How's the Cancer coming toward Anastasia, please? How's the Cancer coming toward Anastasia? 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 Sun card. How's the Cancer coming toward Anastasia? How's the Cancer coming toward Anastasia, please? Six of Wands, Moon reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse. What the hell? Death reversed. Yeah, there's a confession here. That's why the Moon is in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse, opening up emotionally. Why is it? Give me the 6 of Wands. 5 of Swords in reverse. They feel like they've conquered their demons. This Cancer feels like he's conquered his demons, like he sees the truth. Six of Wands, I've had a win here over my issues. Five of Swords in reverse. Moon reversed and Seven of Wands reversed is both about opening up emotionally with confession. Death reversed, that's working things out. Let me get a little bit more on this. A little bit more on this. Ace of Cups. Strength, Eight of Pentacles. Why is the Strength card here? High Priestess in reverse. Slow to open up, but doing so. Slow to open up, but doing so. Three of Pentacles. Slow and steady, man. Tiptoeing, but coming. Eight of Wands. This will start out slow, Anastasia, but then it'll pick up. It'll start out slow, and then it's going to pick up. It's going to be boom, out of nowhere. Eight of Wands. Speedy action or communication after a delay. Wow, wow, wow. I feel like it's the Cancerian. I feel like it's the Cancerian. And I'm going to be real with you. I think this Aries, Anastasia, would really like to pick things up with you again as well. But I think she's just kind of torn between doing the right thing and doing what she wants to do. So I could see it being either one of them, but I kind of feel like the Cancer came through a little bit more decided in their actions, right? Is there anything else that she needs to know? Anything else she needs to know? There's that Eight of Wands. I don't think this is about love. I don't think this message is about love. There is something that you felt like was over. It's not over. I got this for you before when I freestyled for you, Anastasia. There's something that's coming back around or picking back up. There's some good news coming in. There's some doors that are opening up that you felt like were closed. I'm not sure what this is. You got to keep me. Eight of Wands, man. You know, before I got that Chariot card, this may involve distance or travel. Page of Wands, good news. Knight of Cups, good news. Nine of Pentacles. This is about your career. This is the second time I've gotten this message for you, Anastasia. You're going to have to keep me posted on what this is. That's exciting. That's exciting. I like that. All right. Well, I think with that being said, we are calling it a night. I hope this helps y'all, everybody. And thanks to everybody who booked readings with me. It is always an honor when people choose me to pull cards on their behalf. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everybody, I will see you guys next time. Tomorrow, look for Sagittarius and Capricorn readings to be uploaded for sure. Aquarius and Pisces will come shortly thereafter, probably the next day, probably Tuesday. All right. Peace.